na wapenda wote, na Allah atatubless tu sana. Mtaniachia ni malo na goso. All protocols observed, colleagues and compatriots. 5 years ago, I stood on these steps. It's raining, so we couldn't get to the steps of the Supreme Court building and promised Kenyans that I was assuming the leadership of the judiciary in order to reclaim its independence and have it play its crucial role in midwifing a nascent constitution. When I joined the judiciary 5 years ago, I had no idea how remarkable those years would turn out to be. I want to thank you for the support that the judiciary, family, and Kenyans have given me during my tenure as Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya. There have been many successes that we have achieved together as we strove to implement our ambitious but forward-looking judiciary transformation framework. We sought to lay the foundations for a transformed judiciary, aware that even though 5 short years would not be enough to complete the job, they would, however, be long enough to start the journey. And we have done well. The gains that we have made have been a product of collective enterprise. The challenges that abound and the journey that remains will only be overcome through collective action and the eternal vigilance by the judiciary, the bar, and the general public. Transformation has been about significant internal reorganization, which is not too visible to the public, but has a big bearing on the quality of our service to them, and external reorientation in the way we relate with the public, making the institution more sensitive, accountable, and service-oriented. We have improved staff welfare by doubling or in some cases even tripling salaries, promoted staff that had stagnated for years, developed and implemented several management policies, increased and democratized the budget-making process, made resource sharing more open, scientific and equitable, embraced data as a tool for measuring performance and making policy decisions, opened new courts and improved access to justice, recruited more judges, magistrates, qadis, registrars, and judicial staff, opened up training opportunities for all cadres of the staff, including the revival of the Judiciary Training Institute, invested in better working conditions through infrastructure expansion. Even as we laid this foundation, we were aware that there were many termites at work that sought to destroy our institution and abort our progress. And so far, they have failed. And for you to succeed, you must invest in winning public confidence and deepening public accountability, fighting and resisting corruption, and paying attention to evidence and data in your operations. And as one leader said, the life of humanity or institutions is one large story. And what each one of us tries to do is merely to get our paragraph right. And this is my paragraph of a judiciary more independent and more humane, one that has defended the Constitution, expanded access to justice, one that has reduced case backlog, including some cases that had been in the system for over 30 years, one that has invested in massive infrastructure, one that has unflinchingly fought corruption, even as corruption, sisterhood, and brotherhood have activated their solidarities in other arenas, and one that is accountable, open, and responsible to the public, as well as to its employees. As I exit the judiciary, I've just been appointed by the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, the Right Honorable Patricia Scotland QC, as a Commonwealth Special Envoy to the Maldives, to try and bring the political leadership there together and to aid in the process of constitutional and political transition. I've accepted this request and note rather disturbingly, that here in my motherland, if the political leadership of this country is not self-restrained, if they do not rise above the parochial, ethnic, and jingoistic politics, as long as they frown upon dialogue and continue to maintain bigotry rather than ideology as the fuel and the framework of politics, we risk everything that we have put in to build this country. Honorable Justice Mohammed Ibrahim will preside the Supreme Court pursuant to Section 6, subsection 2 of the Supreme Court Act. The Court of Appeal will be overseen by the President of that court, Honorable Justice Paul Kiara Kariuki. Ibrahim is here. And the High Court will be under the leadership of the Principal Judge of the High Court, who is here, Honorable Justice Richard Mongo. The Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, who is the Administrative and Accounting Officer of the Judiciary, Ms. Anna Madi, is here, remains in charge as the Accounting Officer and the Chief Administrator of the Judiciary. You know, my final word is, as Kenyans, those paragraphs I read at the end is to abuse yourselves of the notion that the Chief Justice is the judiciary and the judiciary is the Chief Justice. Thank you very much.